Hey, welcome to MCOC Noxie, the master of extremely mediocre gameplay. It is War Season 33. The off season's over, and we're jumping back into a brand new war. My team is Warlock, Mags, and Cable, who, at least for this war, is just for the synergy. Gonna kick off this fight with a Mags versus a Mojo? No, a Warlock versus a Mojo. Boosting up appropriately, going in there. From what I remember, this war was yesterday. This fight was yesterday. This one goes pretty smoothly. So as you see, we're just kind of bopping him around here. No real threat there. There goes the indestructible boost. Well, I guess that's why it's there, but you don't want to use it so quickly, that's for sure, especially not against a predictable Mojo. You got him down to about half health, though. Still have 97% health for us, so shouldn't be complaining too much. Get to the SP2, that feels good. Probably going to do it right here, yeah? Boom, there he goes. There he goes. Bye-bye, Mojo. And I am taking path 1, which the nodes have swapped around a little bit. They still are great for Warlock because he's shutting down all types of healing, but there's a different healing node on my first fight and a different type of masochism on my second fight, but they didn't place a defender there in my second. So I've got this Warlock. I've got the rank 3 Warlock, and so I took this fight last year. It was a breeze. I like fighting Havoc with Warlock. I know he's a tricky defender. He offers some non-contact hits. He's harder to parry than a lot of defenders, of course. You gotta have that armor up or you're in trouble. But you're gonna see I am just taking all kinds of shock damage, and this is why you read the nodes, kids, because I was not prepared for the fight being different than it was last year, which is really on me, right? It's just really on me. I'm still not sure that the nodes changed. Maybe the Havoc AI played it radically differently. Maybe I just took a lot more hits into the block or put a lot more hits into his block. I'm not entirely sure, but you're seeing he hasn't even laid a hand on me, and I'm down a quarter of my health, right? And so we've got to stay out of the way of those things or you're in trouble. Remember, I still got my in-ball boost on, but my power keeps draining. I want to say, I'm not sure that happened last year. That might be something new to the node, or maybe it did happen last year and I just didn't pay attention. So I'm talking to my alliance about what's the right strategy here, because Warlock is still great for this. A ranked Silver Centurion would probably also be great here, because he's shock immune, right? As long as he's got that armor up. I don't know that we have a ranked Silver Centurion in our ally. Hey, I've got one, but he's not duped. I'm kind of waiting on the dupe, to be honest. So you see, this fight is just not going well. Like, he hasn't even hit me yet. I'm 50 hits in, and I am losing the health battle here, just barely, but I am losing it. I am taking all of these shocks every time, and he's extremely there. I get hit, I get tagged, and I know taking that little hit right there, even though it didn't cost me, it's just really hard to win this fight at this point. I gotta play it really tight. So this is only the second fight of season 33. I had a really nice season last season with something like 50-3 or high 40s and 3, and then I just slip up. I was pressing at that point. I'm like, man, I'm gonna lose this fight. Just kind of lost focus there for a second, and there we go. Second fight of the season, already took a death. I think it was like the 5th or 6th war of last season before I even took a death. So already off to a rough start there. And you're seeing I'm getting these shocks on me again because he's, it's just what happens when he throws the specials. But I'm getting him like a lot. Just doing a lot more damage, it felt like, in that second line. I'm not sure what I did wrong, but as the fight went on in that first life, it just got sticky. It got tough. And I obviously took some hits there at the end, but I feel like it was almost inevitable. Even if I didn't take those hits, I was just getting shocked to death, which I need a better strategy for. Maybe it's a parry heavy fight with Warlock. Parry heavy, build the special 2. I'm just not sure. I'm still very comfortable fighting Warlock, but I need to figure out those nodes. So I'm talking to my alliance. We're trying to figure out what's the best strategy. Is Warlock the best champ for that? I hope he is, because I still like fighting Havoc. So put a little regen boost on with my mags, just because I got a bunch of them in overflow, and it turns out to be helpful because I take a combo to the face there just to start the fight. So great. You know, obviously this fight should be simple because of mags. You see, I'm just not timing things well. But Doc Ock should still be owned by the Master of Magnetism, right? And so I'm not worried. I'm back to full health. There you see a notification pop up, so I forgot to put on my Do Not Disturb. Awesome. And that didn't crit. Still did, what, almost 46,000 or something like that? Didn't crit. If it crits, he's a goner. And I think my prowess had dropped like a millisecond before the hit actually hit him, so it may have done less damage than I wanted. And now we've got this Darkhawk fight. So from a Mojo to a Havoc, 2 tough fights, to a Darkhawk, not a hard fight, and then to a Darkhawk, a traditionally tough fight, unless you've got mags, right? Mags kind of makes the difficulties of Darkhawk just go away. And so we are going to teach this Darkhawk a lesson. I was so disappointed to die in the first war of the season. I really wanted to just kind of show the Alliance. Last season was my first season with them, that I'm reliable and trustworthy. I can finish my path. I can take some minis, all that good stuff. And then to die to that Havoc was really frustrating, especially in a fight that I know I can take that and should be able to take that fight. So hopefully I'll still get some more Havoc fights in the future. But I like fighting Havoc just because I know he's difficult, and Warlock is a great counter. So this fight's going exactly as expected. I'm trying to push him to his SP2 because that's so much easier just to outrange it. Here we're going to have to take a little bit on the block, but since he's magnetized, several of those hits didn't even do any damage. I'm going to try to get yeah, there we go. I only pushed 22 prowess, and then just going, hey, I think this will be enough. So gone is Darkhawk. Mags is just ridiculous. People are like, he doesn't know, he didn't need to be beyond rank 2. And I get that. But if you can have a rank 3, have a rank 3, boys and girls. Have a rank 3 mags. Because people are going to keep placing those metal defenders. And yeah, this we got blown away. It was really, really disappointing. I took the 1 death, had 4 fights, took 1 death. I hate that. But man, we just got crushed. So a lot of people had much worse wars than me. We got to bounce back. That's something we were really good at last season, bouncing back and then stringing wins together. So that's War 1 for us. Hopefully War 2 will be a W. You guys come back and we'll see you. Bye.